Hi there, this is Sam with Bulldog Reader. Today I'm doing a video inspection of the main line of 11507 North Madison Street in Spokane, Washington. It is October 12th, 2016. So I'm going to start pulling back here and kind of explain the condition of this pipe. I was called out here a couple weeks ago to unclog the drain, and I didn't really see any issues. I ended up cabling through this line regardless and pulling the toilet in the basement to make sure that line was open as well. So what we're looking at right now is a 6-inch PVC in the street where we tie in. This is going to be the end of the line in the road. And I'm going to start pulling back here. So it looks like some water is sort of settling at the bottom of the pipe. The bottom of the pipe is going to be the top hand of the screen. And, stuff's definitely draining through it just fine. And it's not a big enough puddle to be causing anything real big to stop up that's going to stop this whole pipe. So I don't see this being an issue at all. It's not necessarily trying to drain uphill. It looks like it's just draining very slowly downhill. Almost flat, you would say. The line itself is about 110 feet long. Right now we're in 6-inch white PVC in the street. Or excuse me, 4-inch. Okay, so what I'm looking for in PVC is realistically most of the issues that are going to happen with this pipe is if it's installed improperly. You can see like little pebbles in the bottom of the pipe, the top of the screen. You can see they've kind of indented the pipe a little bit. That's nothing too big. I'm looking for if they bedded it and a big rock was there, it'll create a big lump or a crack or something for something to catch on. Right here is one of the connections. One of the seams in the pipe. Most of the time you're going to see PVC in about 10-foot pieces and where this is glued, but it looks pretty smooth. Stuff seems to be running by it just fine. I don't see a puddle anywhere or any cracks or anything breaking through. So far, I'm not seeing any too big of issues. Stuff seems to be draining down just fine, as you can see right there. Right here is another connection. You can see there's kind of just the tiniest lip to it. That's not really going to be a whole huge issue at all. I don't see why that would really grab onto anything or make anything big enough to stick that's going to clog the pipe and make it back up downstairs at all, or upstairs for that matter. Okay. Looks like we're going through a couple of turns here. Still no cracks in the pipe so far. I'm not seeing anything poking through at all whatsoever. We're about 60 feet. Right here you can see at one of the connections it's a little dumbed down. I guess that could catch something, but realistically that's not going to create a blockage itself at all. Seems like water is flowing through that just fine. You can see some of the leftover glue from when they put this pipe in. The bottom of the pipe is where you see that water in the top right-hand corner of the screen right now. Okay, it looks like a little bit more glue right here. Nothing really seems to be puddling up. It looks like stuff's making over it just fine. This is another one of the connections right there. I don't see any cracks or anything poking through that's going to make anything catch on this pipe at all. Okay, and then right here what we're looking at, the upstairs toilet itself actually goes through a line and out the back of the house, comes out on the west side of the house, and then goes down the west side of the house. And this is where it actually goes down that side of the house and where the downstairs toilet ties in. And bathroom, actually. I had someone flush a toilet while I was here. I could see all the water moving past this point just fine. I don't see any issues with the line from this point forward. That's going to make the pipe clog itself. And with the amount of water flow that I put through this line, if there was going to be a backup, it would have definitely happened. And when the toilet was flushed downstairs, I could see the amount of water coming out that was pushing out, and it looked like the normal amount to me. So I don't really see there being any issue, but this is where the toilet ties in itself. Okay, so we're still on that PVC right now. About 30 feet out. I did this whole video inspection from the clean out back, one of the highest points in the line. Looks like we're going around a little bend here. There's another connection right there. I'm not seeing anything poking out of that. It seems like stuff is getting past it pretty easily. You can see it's kind of sludged up a little bit. It's kind of normal. Okay, and then right here it looks like we have a little bit of a pool. Looks like one of the connections kind of settled on the ground itself. Could actually be a coupling where they had to make a repair, but you know, it really seems like stuff is draining out of this quite well. I don't really see anything that's going to be making anything get stuck, but it definitely stair steps down. That could create an issue with the blockage. I'm just not seeing enough stuff accumulating there to there be an issue. I just don't see a problem with that. So still no cracks in the pipe or anything kind of poking out through. No roots, which is good. It looks like right now what we're doing is taking our last couple of turns. This is where the other clean out ties in. It's right after this point right here. And then it goes into the line. And then we're going past this last little stretch right here and pulling up the clean out where I did the video inspection from. And there's a picture of that for you right in the ground. And once again, this is Sam with Bulldog Rooter, and that was the video inspection. Thank you.